Today is Wednesday, November 15th, 2006.
Yay! All right, so we need to talk for a second about homosexuals.
Yeah.
All right, so Stench accidentally went to lunch with our producer, Mr. Poodle.
Yeah, I actually was at lunch with Monica at a very foo-foo, she place. Mm-hmm. And Poodle was supposed to go and canceled last minute because he's just drama.
Yeah.
So Monica and I go to lunch, and then we're there, and we'd already ordered our food, and we got our drinks, and the food was on its way, and I get an email, I'm on my way. I'm like, we've already ordered. The food will be here in a minute. I email back. And then he's like,
so you're like, turn around.
I'll be there. Then I email back, hey, the food's on the table. They just brought it. Eat slow, a-hole. That's the email I get from him. I'm on my way. Okay, now we're at this, remember, we're at this fancy.
Very fancy.
Yeah. So
okay.
I tell the waiter, and Monica and I, you know, at fancy restaurants, they cram them in. So it is, honestly, Monica and I at a table, and there's hardly room for the food.
And they want you to eat and get out so they can turn over that table.
I call over our waiter, and I'm like, hey, someone else is joining us. Is there any way you can pull up a chair on the side or whatever? And he goes, and so the manager comes back to the table.
Oh. He's
like, excuse me, you would like to extend your table?
With a fake accent?
Yes, I can't do that. And I'm like, what? She's just coming. And then I go, well, he's probably just going to have a drink and hang out with us for a minute. And he's like, well, you said 2, and I only have room for 2, and this table next to you, which they could have just pulled over, is going to be taken any minute. Wow, there's a reservation
they didn't
for it.
Like you.
So he's like, I can't do that. And I'm like, well, he's coming. We'll see what happens when he gets here. So
Did
the
you
guy
wear your
says,
nice watch?
Okay. No.
See, that's the
I
problem.
wasn't bling-blinging.
You got to bling-bling.
Yeah.
I know where you guys went.
Yeah.
You got to bling.
I wasn't blinging. I was just a regular Joe Schmo guy with a T-shirt on that had a skull on it.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to wear that there.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm still just me. Stupid the guy. So I'm sitting here, and Poodle does show up, and he just pulls that table up next to us and actually has a seat which is almost in Monica's lap. We're on a table, and I'm in a chair, and they're now sitting on a big bench. You know what I mean? The bench goes all the way across, and like 3 tables use this bench.
Okay.
He then sits, I'm not kidding, almost in Monica's lap, and calls waiter over. Snap, snap. Waiter comes over, orders his little drink. It was like gay guy language. I have no idea what he ordered.
Did it have alcohol in it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it was like a hula.
What did you get?
A gimlet. Their famous gimlet.
Oh, so which is like by the way,
$18 drink.
Looked like a mojito. And he's like, and crab cakes. And the guy, you know, great the service is at a restaurant like that. And the guy said, can I have anything else? This is where it gets weird. Poodle then says, yes, I would like you to go into the back and bring me just 1 cookie, but, the cookies you guys make, but just the dough and just 1. And bring it out here on a plate. And the guy goes, excuse me? And he goes, look, I know you make cookies here because there's a platter.
Oh my God, what is your deal?
There's a platter with like 10 cookies you can order for dessert. Poodle wants.
I know you make cookies.
Yeah.
I want the dough.
But hold on, you could get sick from that. They're not going to serve that to you because they're going to lose their license.
Jack, the guy tries it. The guy says, sorry, sir, we bake our cookies fresh every day. I can't do that. And Poodle goes, listen, I just had this here on Friday. And the guy's like leaves, and I think he goes to get the manager again, and he comes back and says, sorry, all the cookies have been baked, there's no dough. And he goes, whatever, I know you have it.
You're heckling the guy about cookies?
Yes, he is. About 1 piece of cookie dough. And then at that point,
It's a new waiter.
We get our bill. I pay the bill, and then they seat people at that table, which is at this point right next to us, 6 inches from our table. And Poodle is sitting in Monica's
in their
lap,
space.
And there's a woman there who you could tell is just uncomfortable because there's a guy basically sitting kind of in her lap too.
Look at you. You
The
think
3
it's
of
great.
them are sitting across on a bench, and I'm like, let's just get out of here.
I would have been so embarrassed.
It was funny. I got, and then I laughed, but I'm like, God, this has got to be every day with him.
I mean, I'll tell you, because the snowboarder hates it when I don't want certain stuff on my food, you know?
Yeah, and I'm picky too.
Because like when we go to Cheesecake Factory, which is not fancy, but I always get cashew chicken with no cashews.
Yeah, my wife will do bizarre stuff that gets on my nerves
so he
too.
drives him insane. He's like, honey, it's called cashew chicken.
Right. Can I get the cheese ravioli with the cheese on the side?
I know. Cashew chicken with no cashews. It's the best. Because I don't like the nuts.
But I do that, and I know, and I've seen Jamie do it, and you do it a lot like I do. You're like, I'm sorry.
If at all possible.
I'm sorry, I'm so picky, but can you take this off and take it? And you're not, so this was the demand. And then he argued with him and like snapped his fingers at the guy.
You can do it. I had it on Friday.
Wow.
I just had it on Friday. Whatever. I was like,
you are sassy.
No.
Sassy. You're like, ugh.
And I'm uncomfortable in my skin in this place anyways because I know I don't belong
Right,
there.
none of us belong.
I'm a regular, and I demand regular service.
That's not regular service. That's above and beyond bitchy service.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
God, what is wrong with you?
Because I'm in Hollywood.
So what? You can't demand cookie dough.
Just one.
And by the way, this is a fancy schmancy restaurant. That's weird. You want cookie dough like a little child.
I hope the cookie dough kills you.
On a plate.
Can I have the batter? Can I have the two little things
Can
that
I
zip
lick
it
your
around?
spoon?
Yeah, what are those little beaters?
The beaters.
And
I
what
wanna
do they
lick their
charge
beater.
you? What would they? Let's say they brought it to you. What would they charge you? I mean, normally
I don't know what they charge you on Friday.
Yeah, for
I get
one
them for
cookie
free
dough.
when I ask for just one, because I'm special. The cookies for $3 or $10. So
Is that
maybe
what it is?
$3.39 for a ball of cookie
Well, it's
dough.
333.
Yeah,
actually.
3,
guy had to
3,
do
I don't know why you add
fractions.
the 39 cents.
Yeah, where'd that extra 6 cents come from?
Yeah, why you add 6 cents?
333.9.
What the hell? Okay, well, that sounded like a really good time, and I'm sorry I missed it, Stench.
It was fun. I mean, that
Yeah.
actually was the clincher that made it fun.
You're
You
just...
can't take me anywhere.
No, I mean, like, God, you're like that with
It
everything.
was so funny.
You know, just everything has to be a thing.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
No, I mean, really, can't we just take you anywhere and like just sit down and just eat and just be normal folks?
Just order.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know,
order.
Have a meal.
Oh,
Yeah.
and another thing too.
we
Oh,
can't.
God.
When we're
can't.
leaving,
We
I
can't.
realized we had parked down the street because I'm not valeting the Titan at this fancy place. Well, Poodle, he's valeting. He pulls up. So when we leave, he walks down
Well,
with
his
us.
Miata looks awesome in the
Yeah.
front.
Yeah. So he walks down to talk to Monica, and I think he gets his car, has his car valeted, hands him his ticket, then walks a block down the street with Monica and I.
So
And
then his car is sitting there waiting.
No, I think they put it back because then it took me a long time to get my
they
car out,
wait.
drive around the corner, come back, and you were still in the valet. And I was like, oh, man, they put his car back because he left.
You are just trouble. Like, you know what? Someday you're going to be alone with a couple of cats, and you're just going to be thinking, I remember when I had a boyfriend. You better take care of him. And I mean, take care of him because I know you haven't had sex with him for a while.
Oh.
You got to start putting out or
Yep.
whatever you people do. Putting in.
Putting in.
All right, yay! It is what Jack said. Whatever day it was.
Wednesday,
Right.
November 15th.
Yeah. Anyway, Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
1 week until Thanksgiving.
Oh lordy,
Yeah.
lordy. Here we gonna call that to a wacky butterball hotline.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Never goes well.
You guys, anybody deep frying?
No.
I think that fad is over, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that one's kind of come and
A few
gone.
houses burned down. People stopped doing those kind of things.
Yeah, but I always like this time of year when the fire department puts out like a public service announcement. We get to see how it would happen if it happened.
Right.
Yeah.
That always makes me happy.
Kind of like OJ.
It leads up to the Christmas tree fire that you get to
Oh,
see on
yeah.
the news a little later.
Yep, that's always good. And also, I was just looking up, and it's no big deal, but you know, there's some meningitis going around.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about
Yeah,
that.
a bunch of kids. I
My
think.
kid's ill as of last night, like 7 or 8 o'clock. Just
way.
barfing out of nowhere.
Well, I'm sure it's not that. It
Yeah.
was going around in some school, and like, does anybody know what school?
My kid goes to school. That's where she gets all this crap.
No, but I mean, it was some high schoolers or something. They all had to take some penicillin. I don't know what they took.
No, they
But
can
it's
be
going
serious
around.
about it. Yeah.
Well, be careful.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because didn't your last child have meningitis?
He got spinal meningitis. Like,
And you told him, like, you're fine?
I'm like, you're fine, shake it off, headache, so what? And he started barfing, and then he ended up in the hospital that night and had spinal meningitis and was like really sick.
Okay, well, sorry about that.
And he was 5. Which just freaked me out now the second you say that, because now my daughter was fine yesterday. I was playing with her, she was fine, and then right after, or actually she didn't even eat her dinner, and she was playing, and all of a sudden she goes, Daddy, and then bleh, and then kept going all night.
I'm sure it's just a touch of the little flu bug.
The little.
Let's go with that.
The little.
Yeah, because we don't want it to be anything
Yeah,
serious.
anything really bad.
Jack, how's the baby?
Good.
Oh.
We had
It's a
the
boy.
doctors. Yeah, had a baby. It's a boy. We had the doctor's appointment yesterday, and all was good, but they didn't give us percentiles yet.
Oh,
so I
Jack.
can't brag.
Oh, because we're at 98, 96.
Oh, you're
Nice.
balancing out. See?
Yeah,
See?
we're balancing
It's
out.
all coming back.
Yeah.
See, we are right.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be on solids, but I'm not quite ready.
Oh, it's time for cereal? That's
it's time
fine.
for cereal,
Bananas.
Jack. Yeah, I just I don't even have a high chair.
It's fun. I like the cereal. It was fun with the spoon because at first they're so confused and then it dribbles all over.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't want to take that stuff anywhere. It's so easy with the little bottles.
It's not about you though. It's about
Yes,
him
it
eating
is,
solid.
Jack. Hello.
You bring a banana with you, and all you do is pull it out and smash it
it.
with a spoon and feed it to him. It's genius.
Yeah, the bottle's fine.
By the way, word of advice on the whole high chair thing. They slip out the bottom if you don't put that strap between their legs.
Really?
Not that I would know, but
that's funny. Because have you ever been in that situation where you're like, "Wow, people are judging me"? We were at Identity Craft, that furniture store that I love, and we had the baby in the stroller, and we didn't really strap him in because we were like, we're just kind of had him in the corner, parked in the corner, looking at stuff.
Yeah.
And then he started to slide down.
Yeah, and we look over. He's all the way. Just his head is basically hanging him on to the stroller, and the lady's like, "Might want to get him."
Oh, man.
Since somebody else has to tell you how to take care of your kid.
Stench has an old school high chair because now they put a plastic like crotch grabber in the middle, so they can't. You'd have to really wedge that kid under there to get him out.
All right, so anywho, there's lots going on this morning. Also, we want to talk about Dancing with the Stars. Anybody watch it? Anybody?
Mario sealed the deal last night.
I think so.
The freestyle was actually like, damn, that was pretty good.
It was pretty good. But could you believe they showed so much kissing?
Kissing. What I didn't see early.
Oh, because they did the whole, leading up to thing, and then they showed him like making out in a corner.
Mario and her?
Yeah, so I guess it's totally out now,
That was right before he spun around and then got walked in
Okay,
on
here's
by
my
that
theory
worker.
on that. He's going to end up marrying that chick just to make himself look better in the public eye, but they'll have some kind of agreement that he can still hook up with
No,
chicks.
because at the end he's like, "Oh, it was a great experience, and we'll always be good friends."
Yeah, I'll miss
Oh,
her.
he's already dumping her?
Yeah, he didn't even act like, and they showed all
It's
this
not
footage.
even the results
I
show
missed
yet.
that part.
Yeah, they showed all this footage of them making out and like slobbering on each other and stuff. I mean, like one kiss was like uncomfortable to watch. They were totally making out on ABC.
You don't break up until the results show.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and you don't say we'll always be good friends because I was
Right.
like, user.
Yeah.
It was really sad. I was like, every girl will not vote now because you're a user.
Oh.
She should have screwed up on purpose.
Oh, that would have been great. Thrown it.
Thrown it.
We got to have somebody do that next year.
We're going to ring her in there.
Yeah, we'll spend a lot of money and we'll buy them out.
Yeah, these celebrities can't just come in there and have affairs with these dancers.
It'll be like black heels. Do you get? It's like black socks. It's black heels. Okay, see, a long time ago there was the Chicago White Sox, Black Sox, whatever, and then they threw the game, and right?
This baseball game.
Yeah.
remember.
Okay, so black heels. Anyway, we're gonna take a little break. When we come back, we're gonna take all your phone calls. Okie dokie. Oh my God, we were just gossiping here in the room.
I realize I'm angry and maybe a little bitter, and then I realize I have every right to be. 'Cause I'm totally right.
No. See, they never, it's so funny. They never write like positive things about us to the staff when we have positive things happen. But boy, they'll go after our throat when something doesn't go right, don't they? They'll put out an email to everybody. Thank you, Deanne. That was ridiculous and pissed me off.
Yeah.
Anyway, might want to mention something that happened a few times ago. Oh, no, can't do that. Anyway, and then our other boss, Craig Rossi, does he know we work here?
I haven't seen him lately.
I said hi to him, and he walked away.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
For sale signs making him nervous.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe those Google people will like us. They'll talk to us, not write those emails like Dan. All right. So anyway, what were we talking about? I forget. Oh, we need to do first calls of the day, and we need to do our Lorenzo moment.
Oh my God.
Which would you like to do first, Jack?
Oh, it's up to you.
Oh, let's do Lorenzo. Okay. So as you know, Jack's wife is addicted to soap operas. Addicted to what show is that?
Bold and the Beautiful.
Bold and the Beautiful. And Jack realizes this is a ridiculous show.
It's a lot of crap. And the people can't act on it.
So Lorenzo Lamas plays the part of
Hector, the blind fireman.
right. And so every Wednesday, Jack brings us a clip, and this is today's clip.
Okay, now they're kind of turning on Hector a
Oh,
little.
no.
So you'll hear they mock him a little in this
Oh, boy. Okay.
You're really getting into playing the hero, aren't you?
You know something, Hector? Your heroic days might be over, buddy, but I'm just getting warmed up.
You are trying so hard to convince yourself that you're some noble guy, but you're a user, and you always will be.
Hector, listen. Phoebe wants me here at the house because I make her feel safe, buddy.
Give me a break.
Listen, buddy, my testimony is what's going to set Mommy free. And Phoebe's going to show me just how grateful she is for that. If you touch her. If I do what, man? You think I'm afraid of you? Is that what you think? And all your blind man's bluff stuff that you say? Oh, don't bother seeing me out.
He got blind man's bluff and don't
bother seeing me out.
They're turning on Hector.
Wow, it was a good day, Jack. That is a good day.
Which means he's going to get his eyesight back soon, but not tell anybody.
Nope, and he's going to see things, and then he's going to solve crime because he can really see. That is coming. That is definitely coming. Blind man's bluff. That was awesome. All right, here we go. We're ready for our first call of the day.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench first call of the day.
Jerk.
He won't go away.
I'm not useless.
You might be addicted, Jack.
Cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should. Cause it's turkey to eat. So good.
What's going on in here?
Might be too much Lorenzo.
No, there's
No,
never
no
too
such
much
thing.
for Lorenzo.
Don't think I won't take clips out of that last one.
Holy hell.
We stand behind the blind fireman.
If you touch her.
All right, look, it's Chris, everybody. You're the first call today. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. You guys rock. I've listened to you guys for over 6 years.
My God, Chris, that is a long time in dog years. It's 42.
Yeah, 42.
Yeah, I can do that math. My God.
Yeah, I
So,
wanted to comment on the child that had spinal meningitis.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just got over spinal meningitis. I've got it in August. I was admitted into the hospital. I was in quarantine for 8 days, and I was in there for 11. Be very, very, very careful because the baby's immune system or child's immune system, I don't know how old the child is going to be worn down for a lot. I mean, for, almost a year. Every time I get a cold, it turns into bronchitis.
Wow, Chris. What were your signs of meningitis?
With spinal meningitis,
Yeah.
I had a cervical epidural in my neck in July, and it went wrong.
Cervical
And,
epidural.
Yeah,
know
they
what that means.
shot steroids into my spinal cord, and it went wrong, and the membrane broke open.
Oh,
I usually shoot steroids into my butt.
wow. and then you got an infection or something?
Exactly. I mean, I went to the hospital with 104.7 temperature.
That's what my kid that day had a headache. And it was, I have a headache,
Shit.
So I give him
Fever?
aspirin, lay down. And then slowly but surely, he started to get a little bit of a
start
fever.
vomiting and
then he
everything
started
like that,
barfing,
yeah.
All right, well, terrific
Yeah.
news. So if you have a fever and you vomit,
You can't move your neck, and you just ache all over. And then all of a sudden, your fever spikes.
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Chris, that was like a Jack. Note that as
Public
public
service.
service announcement. Hey, Chris, hold on the line. We'll give you something pretty.
Oh, okay, great.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, that whole cervical
Yeah.
block. Is it cervix?
That's what I thought.
Cervical also means your neck.
Oh, really?
How do you
Remember,
know?
I'm the
That's really confusing.
Yeah, remember? He's Dr. Poodle.
Cervical means your neck and your.
That could
Your
make for
bathing
confusion
suit
in
area?
the in the surgery room.
Yeah, I need to. Cervical something. What? Huh? Neck or there? I don't know. Jimmy, hi.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our show about meningitis.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. First of all, I want to say you guys rule.
We roll. What can we do for you there, Sparky?
I want to comment on your Dancing with the Stars Mario theory. If you really notice, the whole time he was kissing her. Every time she never kissed him, she would actually be kind of holding off or pulling away. So I think it's kind of the opposite. I think she's the one who ended it with him.
Camera was on. That's why.
Because every single kiss that he gave her, he was kissing on the neck, on the back of her head, and she was holding still as if she didn't want to, or if he was the one pushing on it.
All right, new
and
theory.
She wasn't.
He's already cheated on her and she's mad, but they had to
No.
get through the show.
I have a better theory.
Me too.
My theory is Eva Longoria said, you make it look like you're making out with that chick so my fiance will stop thinking we're doing it.
I have two other theories.
Okay, what are they?
Jimmy is scary,
Yes.
and now new show, Raping with the Stars.
Okay, that's my bad. I forgot to play the Sam thing.
Oh, Jack.
Why do you hate Sam,
It
Jack?
never happened when Alex was here.
Yeah, he loves Sam
He had
Rubin.
it going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, superstar of the world, Sam Rubin.
Hang on for 1 second. So Jack's the new father.
I did that.
He forgets to play the intro to me. I'm sorry, what?
No, I know. He did that, and I did something else. So together, Jack and I suck.
They're out to sabotage you, Sam.
You know what? But I've always liked you guys.
Oh, Sam, thanks.
Speaking of sabotage, I have said this on television many times. I was the first person to say it, and I will say it here. Although not in this current incarnation of the horribly exploitive thing he's going to do. Someday before he dies, O.J. Simpson will actually confess to doing what we know that he did, which of course is killing that fella and his former wife.
Right, he's come out with a new book. What's it called?
This is called O.J. Simpson, If I Did It, Here's How It
God.
Happened. And, I guess there wasn't a snuff film available for him to star in.
Well, who's worse than this? Is it OJ for admitting this crap, or is it Fox for turning it into a sweep special that's going to run 2 nights?
It really is astounding, and it sure shows this duality of Fox, American Idol, 24, all this great stuff. But occasionally, they just sort of revisit the sewer from which, several of them live in. And all those exploitive like alien autopsy specials.
Yeah.
And so this is from the same guy.
This is
Actually,
the bottom of the barrel, though, Sam. It doesn't get any worse than. I mean, this is pathetic.
Yeah,
It's 2 nights of sweeps.
Yeah, Jamie, you probably have had a meeting with this guy. I've met with him several times. His name is Mike Darnell. He's the head of Reality Fox.
Yeah.
He's about as tall as a table.
Yeah.
And actually, a very affable guy.
There
but,
goes your reality show.
Pardon me?
There goes your
No,
reality show.
I mean, he's.
He is as tall as a table.
He's a little squirrely.
He's the squirreliest. But anyway, he has this knack for coming up with things that will generate controversy and ratings. And on some sides, they love all this. Also, it's all this kind of synergy. Fox owns the publisher of the book company that's doing O.J.'s book.
I mean, but to me, this is.
It is blood money. It's awful. It's the
Yeah.
worst possible thing.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
I mean, because I just think about the families.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that maybe makes it right, and I know Ron Goldman's father, Fred Goldman's gone to court several times. If they can get some of this dough, there's something to be
But what
said
a
for that.
slap in the face to these people.
Oh.
That's the thing that pisses me off. Whatever. Fox does their thing. But what Fox just did is they, in my opinion, they just slapped dead parents. I mean, people who have a dead child in the face for money.
Yeah, exactly right. Solely for money.
I mean, who cares that your kid died? We made money.
What about OJ's kids? What if they watch this? I mean, this is their mom they're talking about, and he
That's
never
true, too.
confessed to his kids. Oh, yeah, I really did it. I did kill your mom.
No, he is gonna. I have a friend. Who's an affable, fun-loving guy is Cato Kalin. Friend of mine used to be a district attorney, and we were at a party, and Cato comes up to say hi, and my friend literally turned on his heel and walked away. And I was like,
wow.
I was like, God, you're kind of rude to that guy. He's like, OJ is on the street because of him.
Oh,
wow.
I was in the Baja Cantina, Marina Del Rey, after OJ was acquitted, and that place is a party and everybody having drinks. It's a Sunday afternoon, watching the games. OJ walked in there, and silence. I mean, it was the creepiest thing. The whole place got quiet, and then someone screamed, "Murderer!" And then he just turned around and left.
Yeah.
But it was the creepiest thing to see that guy at a restaurant and just dead silence come over the room.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
On that cheerful note, 2 other things. I went to the new James Bond movie last night, which, Jamie, I think you will love. And, fellas, you'll like, too. This is a real stripped-down Bond. It's long. It's more than 2.5 hours. But, Daniel Craig really looks the part. There's a great romance. But it's real old-fashioned. Not all the, bells and whistles from previous Bonds. No, weirdo villain with jaw-like teeth and stuff like that. Kind of a grittier Bond. I think it'll do really well. So I missed Dancing with the Stars. How was that?
Oh, Sam, it was great.
Mario sealed the deal, Sam. It's over.
Speaking of which,
yes,
on our show yesterday, Mario was on and the girl.
Well,
Karina.
they showed last night them all making out all over the place.
Yes, they are totally, and it's one of those things now it's to the point of why even deny it.
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, okay, well, ABC actually showed them making out during the rehearsals and stuff. But then at the end, he goes, "We'll always be good friends."
No.
Yes.
He's,
I didn't
in fact,
get
you guys
it.
would appreciate this. A better question from Mark Krisky than from me. Because, all the stuff you guys have talked about with Mario on the air and stuff. So Krisky's like, "Are you a linen expert?" And Mario's like, "What are you talking about?" And Krisky's like, "Well, when you lay in a different bed every night, can you tell the difference in the thread count?"
Oh, will you kiss him for me?
Yeah, do you like that?
Wow.
All right, Christy.
Oh my God! Because everybody got all bent at us for doing Sleeping with the Stars, and everybody's calling about Mario.
Oh, he really. But you could just. Oh, and then the other thing that was cool, we had Smash Mouth on yesterday, and so sometimes the best stuff is just the conversations off air. Anyway, it's Mario talking to the lead singer of Smash Mouth, and basically. He didn't say, I just took her in the green room, but he basically talked about how he was totally having at it with the dancer.
Oh, that is terrific. Isn't that sweet?
I just want to share all that with you.
Yeah, well, no, Sam, we appreciate it. Especially Mark. Just hug Mark so hard.
Wasn't that a good question?
Yes, love him.
That was great. Does anybody have a VHS tape in their house anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you?
Some kid shows.
Okay. Well, Variety does a big story this morning saying that after 30 years, the format is officially dead. And that if you go to, any of the big box stores for holiday time, you basically can't buy a VHS tape.
Oh no! What will your mom do?
I don't know.
My poor mom.
Oh my God! All our moms. Well, my mom's
mom.
dead, but everybody's mom. And Stench's mom is so advanced that the light. This is a true story. Was blinking zeros, and so or 12, and so she put black electrical tape over it.
There you go.
Instead of setting the clock.
Yeah, she didn't even.
So she never, in 30 years, she never figured out that damn VCR.
Yep, and now it's over. Oh, she's gonna be so sad.
So she'll be sad about that.
Oh my God! All right, anything else?
Just more stories about how broke K-Fed is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Not for long.
Why is that?
He's going to sell that tape, and they're saying now it's up to
100 million.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, he definitely has the tape. There's no question about that.
But 100 million for
That's a
that?
lot.
It's that smut peddler, Von Schmidt.
That guy. Have you guys ever had that guy on?
No.
Why don't we do, what we should do? It's like the trifecta. We have Von Schmidt on OJ, and then the guy Darnell from Fox who booked OJ.
And it'll be called Why?
Why?
Sam Rubin, KTLA Superstar of the World. I'm just so confused, my God. By the way, coming up here in a little bit, to be honest or not to be honest, that will be the question. Things you've always wanted to tell somebody. I'll start. All right, but in the meantime, though, we have a superstar of the world, ladies and gentlemen, from Stench's favorite show called Medium.
Love it.
Because he buys into this stuff.
This is a really good show, and we've had the real Alison Dubois on the show, I believe.
It's Patricia Arquette, everybody!
Hey.
Hi, you're busy today. I was looking at some of the things. Oh, we have an echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
Ooh,
Dude, I hate that.
we're in the vortex.
Because you're on like 8 shows today.
Yeah, I'm on a lot of shows
Oh,
today.
TV today? She's doing TV everywhere?
She's doing like the morning show, and you're doing Megan Mullally.
Yep, I'm teleporting myself all across the nation.
It's amazing,
And
really.
the premiere is tonight, and I'm stoked about it.
All right.
Medium's back.
And I hear through the grapevine that your husband's on it tonight.
He is. My real-life husband came in. He's playing an old boyfriend of mine.
And how's that? I mean,
It was so fun.
Yeah.
We had a really good time.
Any sex scenes?
Yeah. Well,
You shall see.
you kiss your regular husband a lot. And
Apparently you're not a psychic.
yeah.
No, I'm not. But I hate this phone. Can you guys hear that echo?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm singing the Star Spangled Banner.
It's like you're doing an interview in a stadium.
In an empty stadium.
So, Patricia. What made you, is your husband working, or did you think, hey, I know how we can get some extra money?
No, he's working, but I just said, honey, you could really help me out. So I used my feminine wiles at home to entice him to help me.
And then I was reading the plot line. It's kind of like Oh God or Heaven Can Wait.
Well, there's like 4 different stories, so you get to see a little bit of each different character. And my daughter Bridget, there's 4 different dreams. So you can see some of the district attorney, some of the cop, my dream, and my daughter Bridget starts having these dreams about the crime, but they're in cartoon version.
Oh, that's cool.
And then my husband, my old real life husband, who plays my old husband.
Wow, you were confused.
I am confused. He's a ghost, and he shows up at our house, and Joe's not happy about that.
Like the ghost in Mrs. Muir, he's there like with some comedic sidekick.
He's just there. He won't leave.
I don't know if I've ever had ghost sex.
Well, you gotta try it.
Yeah. I've had dreams and stuff like that, but not of somebody that's died, I don't think. Wow.
Well, who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
What kind of name is Stench?
Oh,
I
it's
know.
a bad name.
It's a long
It's a
story.
bad name for a bad man.
Trust me, we don't like it any more than you do.
Yeah.
It was a stupid thing. It was a stupid idea, and then the bastard ended up on the radio.
And we got stuck with it.
Thanks for having me. I hope people tune in tonight because we've gotten a lot of letters from everybody, and people have waited for a while and got this 2-hour premiere.
Yeah.
So I hope people check it out.
2 hours, NBC4. It's at 9 o'clock tonight. Now, I was just seeing this Median is produced by Paramount Pictures, and it's owned by Kelsey Grammer.
Well, he's one of the producers, yeah.
Does he, like, push that whole irritable bowel syndrome thing? I mean, like, does he hand out pamphlets all the time and stuff?
No, I didn't know about that.
Yes, you did. You didn't know his wife has irritable bowel and she's like does charity events?
She doesn't read tabloids. She's a celebrity.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
Ask Kelsey
Yeah.
about his wife's
There's
problem.
going to be a very special medium where
Patricia, don't.
she dreams about irritable bowel.
It's IBS.
They're trying
actually.
to get you fired.
No, we're not. It's, the woman does all these special events about it. I'm not lying to you,
Still
Patricia.
touchy. I wouldn't touch it.
Why? It's a real thing. Anyway, so the answer's
well,
no.
It doesn't sound like it's fun to have.
You know what? I bet
don't
it's
want
not.
it.
No, you don't want it.
That's not what I want for Christmas.
All right, well, you know, that took a really weird turn, and that was my fault, and I apologize for that.
I'll remember you always. My irritable bowel girl.
I'll be your irritable bowel buddy. You know how you have to have a breast buddy when you do breast exams?
Yeah.
I'll be your irritable bowel buddy.
I don't want to see that exam.
Jack, we didn't need to go any further with this.
Yeah.
God.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for having me.
She's got to go now. All right, Medium is on NBC at 9 o'clock tonight. Thank you, Patricia. Sorry it went this way. Goodbye.